Welcome everybody to San Francisco Zine Fest 2021 Cyberfest Rebooted. This is the screen printing with paper stencils workshop facilitated by Yael Levy. Just to let you know what's happening, I'm going to give you a little introduction to San Francisco Zine Fest. Going to go over some house rules and expectations. I'm going to introduce myself and then Yael. And then Yael is going to spend most of the time with her lovely assistant talking to us about how to use paper stencils in screen printing. It's very exciting. So San Francisco Zine Fest was founded in 2001 as a gathering place for writers and artists from around the world, but especially the Bay Area. Typically held as a one-day event at the County Fair building in Golden Gate Park. Our 2019 festival had about 240 exhibitors and over 5,000 attendees. Due to COVID-19, our 2020 festival spanned 3 weeks and encompassed over 21 days of zine-related activities and was 100% virtual. This year, San Francisco Zine Fest 2021 is going to be a 9-day event. This is day one. It's a mostly virtual fest. There are going to be some in-person elements, a couple of in-person workshops, and we're collaborating with local Bay Area bookstores so that people can go and actually buy zines in person from bookstores. So what is Cyberfest Rebooted? Last year, 2020, we had Cyberfest. This year, we have Cyberfest Rebooted. It's running from today, August 28th through September 5th. We're having exhibitor show and tell readings, workshops, demos, interviews, etc. And artist zines, as I said, will be sold at participating local bookstores. Our guest of honor this year is Tiny Splendor. We're going to be having a spotlight panel with them next weekend. And Tiny Splendor has invited 3 guests, Ocean Escalante, Samantha Espinoza, and Tamiko Sidori. They'll be doing our Thinking Captions panel on Thursday evening. And we have our lovely poster that was designed by Sana Khan and printed by Tiny Splendor. I want to let everyone know about our Safer Spaces policy. We are committed to providing a harassment-free experience for everyone, regardless of gender, gender identity expression, sexual orientation, disability, physical appearance, body size, race, or religion. We will not tolerate harassment at SFCF events in any form. Individuals violating the Safer Spaces policy may be sanctioned or expelled from the space or the event at the discretion of any SF Zine Fest organizer. Basically, respect people's opinions, beliefs, differing states of being, and differing points of view. Always get explicit verbal consent before taking someone's photo or crossing other personal boundaries. Be responsible for your actions and aware that they may have an effect on others regardless of your original intent. And a safe and respectful community is everyone's responsibility. Want to remind everybody of that because we encourage you during this workshop to ask questions. If you're watching in the Zoom webinar itself, please use the Q&A function to ask questions. We will see them. We will pass them on to Yael. And if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can ask questions in the live chat. We're monitoring that, and we can bring those questions into the webinar. Who am I? The person who is speaking right now. I'm Lauren Davis. I'm a Berkeley-based cartoonist, comic book writer, educator, and SF Zine Fest organizer, importantly. I'm part of the Triple Dream Comic Studio with my collaborators, Melanie Hilario and Katie Longeaway. And together, the 3 of us created the graphic novel Debbie and Pearl Digital Detective. We've had work here in the Nib, and we are currently working on our 2nd graphic novel. But you're not here for me. You're here for screen printing. So what is screen printing with paper stencils? If you have a screen at home, but no access to a print shop or professional equipment, and you're looking for a quick and easy way to get back into screen printing, this is a quick and easy process of making screen prints with simple cut paper stencils. And leading our workshop is Yael Levy. Yael Levy is a mixed media artist, storyteller, printmaker, and art teacher based in Berkeley, California. She draws, paints, collages, and writes. She often self-publishes her work and sometimes prints and binds it by hand. She loves playing with forms and format and mixing digital and tactile techniques. Her work is based on her own experience as a brown, biracial, bilingual, and bisexual woman. Since this is a lot to unpack, she often takes more pleasure in telling other stories, making up imaginary creatures, or just painting images of beautiful nature. She believes the creative process to be its own reward and the act of making an incredible tool for healing and growing. She likes to remind people of the artist in them, or at the very least, make them smile. Although once in a while, the work makes people cry too. So with that, welcome Yael. And I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hi, that was like the long version of my bio. I wasn't ready. Hello. Okay, now I'm seeing me there, but can I see that bigger? Or it doesn't matter. Okay. Should I my friend Kico is very busy. I'll introduce in a minute. I'll be taking us through this process today of screen printing with paper stencils, like Lauren so beautifully said. I want to not, oh, oops, my brain will start now. Kind of just gonna say before diving into my more recent examples, this is like one that was on the poster, that this technique kind of has the challenges of like designing the stencil are the ones that come with every stencil that is cut like this instead of shot with light sensitive emulsion, is that it just has to hold. So like if I tried to cut the whole butterfly wing and then put details on it, that wouldn't work because the holes will fall right through. So kind of trying to design the shape in a way that the paper still holds its integrity. And so we're going to be using just like really basic flimsy printer paper and an X-Acto or whatever you call the matte knife. And so here's another example that I did yesterday. And so the other thing is these stencils are disposable. Once you're done printing, it'll give you like quite a few prints before the paper starts falling apart. But once that happens, or when you're done and you don't want any more, there's no way to save the stencil. This is like a one-off situation. So yesterday I was playing with this elephant. So I don't have the actual elephant anymore, but I do have the pieces that came out of that elephant. And then I was trying to actually figure out something new yesterday where like the first couple don't have an eye, but then I was able to take just a circle of paper and like stick it onto the second and the third run. And then now my elephant does have an eye. And then I was like, my elephant is not pink enough. And then I made him pink. And I made a couple more, and then I was like, okay, that's enough elephants. And then that's that. So, and then this, so I think I'm just gonna go on to like maybe try to print one. I like prepared, and like the past couple of years I've done these events, I did it more as print organized protest. So I tried to make my next sample more with a message and not just an elephant. So I always say, I think all our problems will be solved if we just had more love. So I'm gonna print love more, and I'm gonna try to redo what I did with the elephant eye with the center for the R. So maybe you understand what I mean on that part. Okay. So I have, actually, maybe I need to do a little bit of this. I have my screen here. And actually the part of blocking off the screen, I did kind of a cooking show style before we started because the sound of unraveling tape is kind of awful. But I'm not sure, can you see this?
Yep, I can see it.
Yeah, using tape, I kind of blocked off a window. So my screen has like a window open that's approximately the size of my paper, which is 8.5 by 11, with like the tape is the window is a little bit smaller than the paper just for safety. And then everything else is taped off. So the only part of my screen that's open is paper size. And then I'm gonna put my screen to the hinges. I have a little hinge board here. I believe you could probably, like if your screen is smaller, you probably do this without a full hinge board setup, but maybe if you have a screen, that means you also have a hinge board. I don't know. And then I also have here this like clear acetate sheet that's going to help me figure out where the image goes and help me place my paper later. So I'm going to initially print onto the acetate so I know where to put my papers later. Oh my God, I didn't stop to plan what color this was going to be. But I think it's got to be some sort of red, right? This part, I actually kind of messed up a little bit yesterday because it's a little bit hard when the tape is clear. It's a little bit hard to see exactly where it ends to know how to place your paper. So I'm placing my paper stencil right under my window in my screen. I don't know if you see that. I think it's on there. I believe that it is. And then, I guess I'm just gonna go over it. Actually, I'm gonna put my apron on. Meanwhile, my friend Kico's over there. I don't know if you can see actually what they're working on. But they're gonna try and print after I do. And of course went for the most complicated shape possible. So we'll see how that goes. And so I think maybe I'll do like a mix of red and magenta.
That sounds awesome.
Just because love, you know? So I'm gonna put some ink on my screen. It's funny, Lauren, I feel like Anand last year kept asking me things to make sure I'm clear enough. I don't know if I'm like skipping important information.
I guess sort of like what is the difference between doing this and traditionally preparing a screen?
Okay.
Real basic.
Well, yeah, so traditionally screens are made with light sensitive emulsion, right? And you like burn it onto the screen, and you need like to either like make an opaque ink drawing and then shoot it, or print it out and then shoot it, but you need like light sensitive emulsion and a light exposure unit and like all these things that print shops have. And for this, you just need tape, paper, and X-Acto, basically. So now this is like the funny part. I don't know if it's funny, but so I just placed the paper down there. I didn't really do anything else. Then I'm just gonna like kind of pretend to print it. And then what happens is, oops, Oh, first of all, I printed it on the newsprint, which I wasn't prepared for, but the paper stencil just like got stuck to the screen and now it's there. And now I have a stencil. So now actually, and so then this is another sort of like basic term that if you print, you know, but like, this wonderful sound post-printing. I'm gonna keep flooding my paper in between printing. When we're flooding, you're sort of like putting the ink into the screen before you push it onto the paper. This is cute. I forgot about the R piece. I'll do it in this. Actually, yeah. One without a shape in the R. And so then more speaking out what I'm doing, because maybe not everybody knows, I'm like holding the squeegee down to the screen in a 45-degree angle, and I'm like pressing it down as I pull it towards me. Oops. Ta-da. Oh my god, I want to learn the sign language for ta-da. Sorry, I don't know why you suddenly came on my screen. So actually here, let's try this. How did I do that yesterday? I feel like yesterday I like accidentally learned something. I might just, where did I put it? This is probably not the most proper way to do it. But I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna put this piece of R right there, where I vaguely think it should go.
Would it be possible to move the camera over a little bit so that we can see where you put the sticker?
One more time. Oh, good idea. That was totally like invisible.
Yeah.
So I just like placed it on the screen because it's wet, it's sticky. So it just stuck to, whoops. So the ink. Print it. Yay, and hopefully, yeah, it'll stay there. And now, although quite imperfect, my R has a shape in it.
Right, because otherwise you can only have closed shapes, right?
Yeah, like until I did that, this was like my previous print, right? Which I guess I could have done it sooner, but I wasn't sure it was gonna work. So I wanted to get a couple. And then yeah, so where are we at now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This can probably keep going for. Kind of curious to see how long before it falls apart. Oh my god, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna take way longer.
Cool. Then maybe I should stop and we should do yours. What do you think, Lauren? How are we on time?
It's not quite 3:20, so there's plenty of time.
Okay. And do you think there's anything more to add on the list? Do you have any more questions?
I mean, I was wondering, why do you use this technique? Do you ever use this instead of burning a screen?
Yeah, so I think if especially if someone was trying to make like protest posters overnight, you know, without going to a print shop, or you don't want to like pay to get your screen burned, or you just have like something you want to print right now and you want it and you don't want to spend any money on it, right? Or you don't have access to equipment. And ooh, that one's something happened. Something loose. Oh, okay. This might be the beginning of the end for this one. Because got a little ink on the other side of the paper there. So you see this like weird shadow. That's gonna show up probably on the next print too, but let's see. Let's do one on green. I was thinking about it too when I was sort of playing this. This could also be a cute way to like make a zine cover more exciting. Do some sort of handmade design. A zine cover, not just a poster, but that you can use. The other thing I like, I put my my apron on so you can't see it anymore. But this shirt that I'm wearing, someone made it with only paper stencils. It would be, I think this was like probably 4 different stencils. So you'd have to wait for things to dry in between. But it's just a really easy way to make stencils on your own without all the complications.
And do you have any recommendations for paper? Like does different paper work better or last longer? Or?
I was considering experimenting with slightly higher quality paper to see if it holds better, but I think the cheap paper sticks really well to the ink. I think higher quality paper might actually be less friendly in that category. Also, I was wrong. It's kind of the theme of my week. That shadow is gradually going away, and the stencil is totally still holding strong. Like there's vaguely a shadow on this one.
Yeah, you're getting a lot more prints out of this than I would have expected.
Yeah, it's still going apparently. Here, let's see. Go done, or cut it off at one point. We'll see. I think eventually it'll run out of ink on the screen. The other thing I sort of did, oh, I'm about to run it. I'm gonna ink on the screen right now. So what I was gonna say, the other thing I did is like I didn't mix my color before printing, which is the common way to do it. I put 2 different colors on the screen and let them sort of blend. So in the beginning, it was pretty distinct shades of magenta and red, but now it's kind of just all one color. The other thing that kind of happened. Starting to really run out of ink, and the shapes are. This is happening again. right? I kind of like it. It's almost like a shadow 3-dimensional thing,
Yeah, it looks
But-
deliberate.
except it's not everywhere. But I think maybe I'll transition to cleaning up so we can try to print Kiko's flower.
Yeah.
Or Kiko can try to print. Oh my god, look, you did outside shapes too.
Yeah.
Do you know what color it's gonna be?
I was thinking, oh,
This is an empty container where you can mix color if you like.
I was kind of thinking of a green and white.
Oh, I don't have green. That's why you went, oh.
Well, this is blue and yellow,
It's true, most likely.
so I could mix my own color in this.
Also, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Check the box under the shelf, see if there's green in there.
And this one? Oh, it's just
I had a feeling.
go.
Yeah.
not the right green. It's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna let this go, even though it looks like it could probably give me a few more prints. I'm gonna be done. Oh my god, if this comes off in one piece, what does that mean? Could I use it again? I've never done that. Never successfully. There we go. Rip. Bye. Okay.
Oh, that's so cool.
And so especially because the next color is gonna be green, which is like totally get rid of as much of the red as I can to not mix up the next color. Actually, this might be an awful sound. Maybe it's not so bad. So I'm just
Oh, I was gonna say we're just experiencing it all live.
yeah. What I was gonna say, but again, in a shop, maybe you would take it to the sink and wash it. But my sink is not big enough actually.
Lovely assistant, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh,
Sorry.
hi. My name is Kico Le Strange. I too am an artist as well.
You can move the thing too.
Oh, I don't know how to move the thing. Just kidding. It's further away, that's why.
Whoops. There we go.
And I haven't printed or utilized a silk screen in over 13 years. So this is my way back in and or experimenting and or trying something new again.
Now, if you were starting totally from scratch, like you didn't have a screen or anything, do you know if there's a way to screen print with stuff around your house?
I don't think you can screen print without a silk screen, you know? You could make other types of print and call it something else. And you can just cut a stencil and use some sort of sponge to like tap paint through to any surface, right? This is essentially the same thing. But if you're gonna, sorry, I'm just confronted with how far away my sink is suddenly. But if we're gonna call it screen printing, it's gonna require a silk screen, That makes sense?
That makes sense.
I've done that before once, like a really long time ago, actually, where we cut a stencil out of like acetate or whatever and like printed onto tote bags with like a brush or one of those sponge brushes things. This is kind of a similar process in terms of planning, but different in like how it happens.
So you just cut this out just now with a craft knife?
I did. I utilized an X-Acto blade, which I haven't utilized one of these in a while too. And then I thought about like negative space to make all the petals. And then when Yael was saying this was extra, I didn't realize it was extra until I was cutting out each individual petal, where I was like, oh wait, yeah, this is a lot of petals.
But you did great, actually. I'm surprised at how quickly and connect, like it didn't fall apart.
Yeah, there were some parts where like I wasn't as gentle and they kind of like tore, but I feel like it's not gonna like, it's still gonna look like this image.
Yeah.
And I forget, utilizing an X-Acto, like I don't have to press as hard because I kind of have like a heavy hand in that way. So tension and how you hold the device really matters.
Were you gonna show them?
Oh yeah.
Very nice. It looks like it took a lot of patience.
Yeah. Also, I added the leaves and the little swirly bits.
You should make your color.
What do you make my color?
Hmm?
It's just gonna be green and white.
Oh, you know what to mix it. You're gonna mix it on the screen like I did.
Yeah, I'm trying to think strategically of like green on the outer sides and then white on the inside.
Okay.
Although this isn't really like a rose, it kind of feels more like a chrysanthemum, maybe. I was thinking of the yellow rose of Texas, and then I chose white, which is kind of funny. I don't know. I could use yellow. The yellow and green. I mean, I don't know. Now I'm like just really thinking about color too much, maybe.
Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Where did you end up? On green or yellow?
I think it's gonna be green and white.
Okay. I think the first couple will have a little bit of red in it.
Oh, perfect.
Because I don't want to stop doing this.
No, that's fine. That's totally fine. Also, if it looks more like a pastel pinkish, that'd be cool too, because I really like pastel colors.
Oh, then maybe I'll stop playing.
Ooh,
Like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I love the idea of it like being like, what color will it be? Who knows?
It's a mystery. Okay, then
Yeah.
I'll stop cleaning. I'll just get this off the acetate here.
Although I do kind of want to make my own green, but I feel like that's too extra. Too extra.
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad you found this. I'm just gonna go look for it.
Oh, I took it. I should have said okay.
No, it's perfect. Okay.
Ooh,
So, you ready?
do you have an extra? If
Um,
not, that's okay. I'm not really committed. Actually, I am committed to this one.
What?
Open this.
Okay, you can have this section.
I can't open this.
Here, oh, there
I just needed myself to,
we go.
I don't know. Ooh.
Oh, actually, this is all wet too. Yeah, there's definitely some pinkness that's gonna come through.
Ooh. And then what's cool is that since it's red, when it mixes with the green, it'll make it more like brownish.
Yeah, I'm glad you like that.
Like earth tones.
Okay, here, you wanna take the apron? I'll step away. You do this? I think you're.
Am I capable and ready? No.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so, oh,
It only has one, but it goes to the loop.
it goes through the loop.
To the loop.
Oh, it's a shoestring.
Can you move the camera back down to
Oh,
workspace?
yes.
Thank you.
And here's this shirt. Now you can see it again. I actually even, the artist's name is Dawn Catherine, who made it. I hope I didn't just get a bunch of red ink on it. Nope. Okay.
Okay, so you were explaining, I wasn't listening. This is gonna go on the bottom. Correct?
Correct.
How does it stay? Oh, it goes on here.
I guess that could be it. Yeah, I would continue it. But so how do you find exactly where it is?
Yeah.
Through the screen. You can kind of see. So
Oh,
Move it
cool.
you wanna fix it?
Well, actually, yeah,
Move
it
it
does
that
need
way?
to be a little slightly. Nice. Does it
Okay.
cut out? It doesn't. That's perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
So then if I want it to be like a boop, 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 green, white. Oh, wow.
Wait,
This
what?
is gonna be like,
What is?
see, because I want the leaves to be
Mhm.
green. And I mean, obviously this isn't gonna be a perfect all white,
Yeah.
right? Because the green, there's gonna be overlap.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess I didn't explain actually when I did that, and you weren't watching me. So maybe I'll do it. So this is also it's called a split fountain, right? Oh, it's definitely pink on the.
That's
thing.
perfect.
Okay, I'm so glad you're into it. And you put the white in the middle.
And the greens will be on the edge. Oh, I see. Oh, let me try. So then it's this one?
Yeah.
You're putting kind of a lot. Is that,
Well,
or maybe not a lot. What am I thinking? Like, is that enough?
yeah, and you can like because it's the spatula is soft, you can press it down.
Oh, okay. So you utilize a soft spatula and working
Yes.
with a screen. I was really scared of like pushing down on it, but actually. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so green, white, green. It looks kind of like a lot, but it's not. One more?
No, just
Oh,
take
get
out.
it all up.
And then I like to kind of just make it blend a
Oh.
little bit where it touches so that it's already
Oh, okay.
a little bit blended.
Oh,
Keep
I
it on
see. So
the-
it's not. Oh, that's right. That makes sense. Keep it on the newsprint, so therefore, if anything falls off, it helps.
Oh wait, you cleaned this?
I just wiped it really quickly with the, what do you call it?
Okay, that kind of works actually. And
Okay,
yes.
so then I just 45-degree angle. See, I also forgot too, like 45-degree angle, put pressure, and then just go down.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I so nervous? Just kidding. Here we go, and breathe. Do I just, okay, I do that, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
just
there's
so
still
you
some-
don't drip all over the place.
And then I
And
lift
then
up.
you-
Whoa, and it
Ooh.
sticks. Oh my gosh, look at the, oh, well, it's white on white.
Oh yeah, but we'll print on your green. But here, so now
Wow.
put it away.
Put it away. Bye.
And then print ones on the acetate so you know where to fit the things, the paper.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay, 45 degrees. I took a lot through process. And make sounds. Okay, great. And so what the purpose of this was to see, dang, it didn't get all the way through there.
Okay.
But that's
Just
okay, that's
a
also-
placement holder. So
Yeah.
now you know to apply more pressure on both hands. So maybe grab the green paper.
Oh, I see. And then wait, would we
and, like,
would we wipe this down?
At the end. For now, you're going to slide it under there,
Slide it under.
the paper.
Oh, it's like registering.
Yar.
Okay. Oh, okay, well, it needs to go a little further down, I get, or up, actually. That's funny. Okay.
Okay, and then step back.
Oh my gosh. That is such an awesome trick. I would have never thought of doing that. So this, and this is, okay. That's acetate?
Both hands, yes.
Okay. Oh, should I flip it this way? Because there's more ink on this other side, I've noticed. Actually, that probably wouldn't, I shouldn't have done. But you know, we're already here.
Doesn't matter, yeah. It's been done.
Okay.
I wonder if it went through or not.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
The last one didn't.
Well, just on one part of it. Oh, and we're stuck.
Gentle?
No, it did.
Nice.
Oh, wait. Okay. It kind of looks like a concha.
Like
Which is a
a
sweet bread?
cake. Yeah.
Wow.
Do you want to try one on white? Because it's a little bit pinkish? Or is it too not pinkish enough?
Actually, the first one was a little more, no, actually, both are kind of like the same variation of pink.
Let's try one white one.
Is this acetate? What is that?
Yes.
Okay, well, this was already good.
No.
Oh, I see. So this is something that helps to know where to, oh, we were
If all
way
your
off.
papers are the same size, you can like mark with tape on the board and then you don't have to do it
That's
every
right.
time.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I would
wait.
go that way.
Yeah, you're that. I will go this way, that is true. And then, cool. Okay. Wow, that's like such a helpful, I would have never, I mean, this is why I'm in this class. Okay, 45, same pressure. Oh, it keeps getting stuck. That's okay.
It's okay.
Gentle. Oh wow, this like gradation is really changing. Although you really can't visually see the white though, but
Oh yeah, not on the screen, but you can see it. I can see it.
yeah, no, yeah. Because it's like a slight like
It's very
pinkish.
subtle, yeah. But you should probably print on the green paper.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
you're definitely
or
getting
on
more of a gradient.
Oh,
Should we do the red bandana before
Where did it go?
great question. I think it's under the butterfly.
Under the butterfly. Oh, here we go. So then the same process, I would put this here. This is a very red cotton bandana.
Do the
Whoa,
clean
it's
side.
big.
Is that
Oh,
the
is
clean
this-
side?
I believe so, right? Because the
Yeah.
other- Oh yeah.
That's the dirty side.
Dirty side. I'm like, we should have
Wait, she
ironed
would put it on the middle, or she put it on one of
Oh,
the
like
squares?
a corner. Can we do it twice?
Yeah.
Is that a
we
thing?
can try.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Let's do one at a time, but
I
yeah.
might have to do this so that way we can see.
Oh, I see.
Right. And I think I'm just a guess.
You can
it's
also-
like this.
Hold it over,
What do you mean?
like,
The opposite way?
yes, it's not in your way, the other side.
Ah, I think that might be. Oh, you know what? I should have just folded it in half. Yeah. I don't know why I was like, let me try and do this. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Well, that's okay because now I can just move it.
Mhm.
Oh my god, this whole thing could like cover up. I'm gonna.
Hmm?
What are you thinking?
I'm just thinking less close to the edge.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
Actually, yeah. Maybe even a little higher, right? I went up like a centimeter. That's funny. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so awesome. So I normally work in textiles, so I'm gonna ignore the wrinkles.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 45 degrees. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter. But I mean, but there's more ink on this. Okay, pretty fine.
And just because it's fabric, go one more time.
Can I go the opposite direction?
Sure.
No, I actually no, but I am gonna flip it.
Okay. Wait. There.
Okay, 45.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Hold it down.
Oh. Y'all are really gonna want to see this. Hey. Wow. I think on the red, it's so dynamic. Oh wait, but then I guess the challenging part, we would have to let this dry to do
Yeah,
the other
exactly.
corner.
That's why I was like,
I like how you're like,
maybe
no.
later.
Well, but also wait, let me just think. Oh, what did it do? It went a little
but
through.
just through the back, yeah.
Oh wow, it's like the shadow. Living in the shadow. Oh, but how would I register it? It'd kind of just be like, hey, let's just
Maybe let it dry a little bit. And like
Okay.
maybe before we clean, we can do the other side.
where am I putting you? Oh, but you're right here underneath.
So, let's see.
So
Okay.
that
Okay.
what can we do?
How are we on time now?
You guys have got about 10 minutes.
Oh, amazing. Do we have any questions?
We let's see. We have some comments. I always had fun in the screen printing room with Yael and folks when the fest was in person. It was fun to get to try this for myself, and I look forward to when we can do that again.
Aw.
Stencils seem to be the easiest to make out of paper, cereal boxes, etc., which could make printing more accessible and sustainable.
Can I just leave it on top? No? Okay.
No.
Also, somebody said that they've seen people print with pantyhose on screens.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, pantyhose.
Okay, we're actually starting to run out of ink here, but the stencil is not given up yet. So I'm just gonna add a little bit.
Also, Solitaire in our comments here is saying, "Wow, it is popping on that fabric." It looks amazing.
Yeah. I was like, there's no excitement in the audience, just us. There is some silent excitement.
Silent excitement.
People are talking, you just can't see them.
Yes.
But it was up.
Huh?
Oh, okay. I see.
No, I was running out of ink, so I just like put more ink in there.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
put some paper.
Put in some paper. Oh, I also sing a lot.
Sorry. Awesome.
I sing a lot. I talk about the process. Actually, let's make it a little, no. It's a little crooked.
Lauren, who was the first sweet person who seemed to know me?
That was Solitaire.
Oh, cool.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, can't wait for in-person Zine Fest.
It will be very fun.
You can put it down there.
Oh, got it. Oh, I like how it just keeps getting stuck to the paper. Oh, do you want me to put
It's
the,
okay.
the,
And so yeah, that's we usually put something down to let the screen not let the screen touch the board. But I just caught it.
catcher in the rye.
It's gonna take a long time to dry. I don't think you're doing the other side, but I think it'll be cool because you can like tie it like a triangle and have the flower here.
Have the flower cover. Okay. Oh, stop. Oh, now I'm getting into the like routine of it.
So this is also the acetate's also good if your papers are a bunch of different sizes, which yours are not. So I want to actually let's stop doing that. Hold this for a sec.
Oh, like tape it down? Or
I'm
tape
gonna
where
tape
the
it down. I'm gonna like
mark it?
you can see that, right? Lauren? I'm just gonna
Yep, we can see it.
mark. You can also see there's a lot of corner marks on the board. I'm gonna mark one corner and then the opposite corner, which is really enough to place a paper.
Look at that registration.
And then the next ones, we don't have to flip the acetate anymore.
I'm literally taking a breath every time before I do it.
Do you want to try to
Oh, I got it.
flood?
What is
Just keep
flood?
flooding for you. So
Okay.
keep it like this
Okay, hold
and then
it. Okay.
gently, no pressure, just push it back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I mixed a little green. It's okay.
It's okay. It's the gravity's been doing that. before.
Gravity is our friend. Oh, okay, so that would just go there, okay. And then since we registered or marked where the paper will go, oh, this is a little different size. But it's okay, estimation.
It's the same.
Yeah, actually, I didn't realize that the papers were different textures, or it had a different texture on each side.
That is.
This one's a little more, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
But you have to flood first.
Oh, well, we're
Or
always
pick it
flood.
up. Yeah,
We're
pick it,
always
pick it, pick it
flood. I
up.
know, I know.
Make sure the paper got off.
The paper is off. Not pressure. Whoa.
All the white. I didn't realize that was
It's
also
okay. It's also like, this is just the nature of the
beast.
beast, right? Like we're just gonna now become all green. Or a mint. I love that. I can put this down now, right?
No.
No, okay, no. Just kidding. I knew that. I was testing you.
Okay, and so why, right? Because now that it's flooded, there's ink in the screen, and if that touches the board, this is gonna be ink on the board.
And then therefore it'll be ink on both sides of the paper, which you don't necessarily want.
The screen and everywhere.
Yeah, it'll
There's
just be ink
everywhere.
everywhere. It's just not a cute look. Not a cute look. I mean, maybe that's what you want,
So as somebody who hasn't done screen printing in 13 years, how are you feeling about this technique?
It's not like, so when I did screen printing, it was very intimidating for me, as I remember. So this feels very like not that same thing. I also really didn't like the process of registering. So everything was always just like a centimeter, half a centimeter off. And then I would just think, oh, that's just my motif, which was not necessarily true. It was just because I just didn't want to spend the time and effort trying to get everything properly registered or aligned. But yeah, this process I could do for like hours. And then, okay, so then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave this like this. I'm gonna lift this up, make sure the paper fell. I'm gonna flood it back. It's like mint. I'm gonna leave you here. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna put you here.
Here, give me.
And then I'm gonna give this to Yael. I have one more. Excuse me. Thank you. I have one more green.
And you should also maybe try one. Oh, here.
Oh, is there a different color?
Does this have this like chipboard that might be interesting?
I'm gonna put the green back.
And then there's I don't have any more of those actually.
Oh, shoes.
It's a different size.
Yeah, but I can guesstimate. Oh, well, we're gonna see. Wait a minute. Ooh. Lift. Hold. Did you stick? You did stick. You did stick. Ah. Oh, man. Oh, just kidding. I was about to put it down and I got myself.
Whoa.
Look how there's like texture too. Like the
Well,
ink
yeah,
section.
that's, I think part of like the paper stencil thing is it's like thicker, so you can kind of see like the step, right? Like the ink is more three-dimensional.
Ah, that's so, I don't know. Can people see the 3 dimension?
Oh, yeah. See that there's, yeah, some like real nice bubbly texture in there.
Yeah. Oh, I love more in flower.
Should we put one flower on the love more? Anything dry enough? Not really, huh?
That'd be good
So
for
what
the
is
final
it-
print.
Huh?
I said it'd be good for the final print.
We can try, or let's try.
So the issue if it's not fully dry is that like it would like
Well, but it's
smudge
also,
or like.
it would have maybe been better backwards, because the ink is not transparent. I don't think we used any transparent base in the ink, so it'll cover.
Oh, so the
But
flower
if we were
would have
doing
been.
backwards, then.
Wait, are any of these dry? Probably not, right? Oh, but there's
but
no
it
more
can't.
love amore.
No.
Love amore. Love more.
Mas amor.
Oh no, it's definitely not dry.
We can try it. Again, let's try. On this one. Because this is gonna have to be the final print actually.
Okay.
Because it's gonna get red ink also on the bottom side of the stencil.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I just want to see what happens.
Oh, and we don't have to register it because it's right there actually. There you go.
Wait, you
No,
do
you
the
do it.
last
You
one.
do it?
Yeah.
It's amazing actually. It didn't
Wow.
didn't miss that. Oh, it broke it.
Oh, it did.
Ooh.
Just in-
When did
just
that
in
happen?
7
Earlier
cases.
and we didn't notice? Oh no, just here. Whoops.
Um,
We broke the stencil because the ink was wet, right? So it stuck to the stencil and pulled off a piece.
Wow. This one's cool. It's like a collaboration.
Yeah.
Collaboration. I mean, we haven't.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for the demo. This was fantastic. It was a lot of fun to watch you both work.
Yeah, now we get to do the cleaning off screen because that was so fun to listen to.
Yeah, and now you can do the less fun part off screen. All right. So I'm just going to do a little bit of housekeeping, and I'm going to share my screen. So this was the last event for today for Cyberfest Rebooted, but we have 3 more events tomorrow. We have an exhibitor show and tell with our group B. Check that out. There are a lot of people that I'm very excited about exhibiting tomorrow. I will be hosting drawing prompts. It is family friendly. Feel free to watch with kids. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to draw very goofy animal characters. And then we are going to have teaching elements of comics to kids. That's going to be a workshop with Maggie Ram. If you have wanted to teach comics to kids, but you don't know how, this workshop is for you. So be sure to check that out. So exhibitor show and tell at 11, drawing prompts at 1 p.m., teaching elements of comics to kids at 3 p.m., all Pacific time. I want to thank our very heroic ASL interpreters, Nicole Watson and Rob Merino, who have been making this event and many of the other events for Cyberfest accessible. Thank you so much. And also, I want to let you know that Zine Fest is a member of Intersection for the Arts. Intersection for the Arts is a bedrock Bay Area arts nonprofit that provides people working in arts and culture with fiscal sponsorship and resources to grow. We could not do many of the things that we do without Intersection, so we are very grateful to them. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow.